God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. The Serenity Prayer. Have you been frustrated like me? Sometimes you're losing views, or maybe you've applied to a job and that job denied you a business and your sales are down. Sometimes we just feel like we can't reach our goals. We go on our computer and we look at our email, we look at those jobs we applied to, and they've selected another candidate. Or maybe you have a YouTube channel and somebody has told you that they do not like your video. Your goal is to really help people or to connect with people or to grow your channel. So you turn to your community to kind of hold you up with some encouragement and some love. And we kind of think about what is the goal? How do we get there? So I look at, again, the Serenity Prayer. In looking at the Serenity Prayer, there's a couple of things we need to think about. First, what is the Serenity Prayer actually saying? It's getting us a clue as to some of the things we should be thinking about. Those things that we cannot change and wisdom. So giving us really a sense of control, right? That sounds kind of nice. How can we gain control over our goals? What can we actually do? So I started doing some research and I found an article by Jeff Valdivia about failing to achieve your goals and trying to goal set like a Stoic. So I needed to look into what this Stoicism was. And according to Wikipedia, Stoicism is a school of philosophy that is founded in Athens in 3rd BC. The whole idea behind this is using logic and how you view the world, putting practices into place to make you happy so that you flourish. Basically, things that are within your control. So how can we rethink our lives and how can we look at some of these things that we can attain? What are our goals? Do we want to attain a perfect partner, a promotion, a big house? Many Stoics recognize that these things don't ultimately make us happy. Why don't these things make us happy? Especially according to this article and Stoics, they don't make us happy because they're bad goals. These goals are not entirely up to us. They're dependent on external factors. So if we set ourselves up for a goal, what can we do? So what can we really do? Let's take a pause and really think about and ask ourselves those real hard questions. Let's take our wisdom from that Serenity Prayer and let our wisdom tell us that if we can't control it, there's absolutely nothing that we can do. So we can control our goals, however. We can focus on specific things that we can change the outcome, that we can get better at, that doesn't depend on anyone else. What are some of these things that we can actually do? Set one goal at a time. If you set one goal at a time, it is within your sole control. Work on making a better resume. Gain some updated skills in making your channel better. Learn some more editing. Do some research on what works for you. Have the wisdom to know that you can't control things on the outside. You can't control situations that have external factors, but you can control what goals you focus on. You need to be consistent in working on what you control. Select goals that you can control. Identify things that are in your power. Work on getting better with things like keywords, controlling how many hours you look into keywords. Look for those keywords for your resume, for your YouTube. Gain wisdom about yourself. Identify who you are and what you're good at. God, Grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Thinking about one of the great Stoics, he said, if you don't have a consistent goal in life, you can't live in a consistent way. Marcus Aurelius. For more videos and more information about goals and living a soft life and more about Stoics, please check out one of my favorite content creators and her videos right here at this thumbnail.